Alright guys, before I start the video, I just want to let you guys know that I do not condone garbage picking. It can get you in trouble real fast. I speak from my own experience. One thing leads to another. Before you know it, you got a yard full of crap that, they're projects and you're going to get to them eventually. But in this case, I couldn't pass this up. One of my neighbors actually chucked this out last week. I'm not sure if it was some sort of ferret cage or maybe a chinchilla or something in that nature, because it's awfully tall and they usually don't get this tall. And of course, as I drove by, you know how the pigeon mind goes. Anything you see can and will be used for pigeons. So I said, well, there's no way I'm going to leave that there. I can easily make this into a couple of breeding boxes. And I have yet to decide whether I want to split it and have two separate sections, or just leave it tall and just put a center divider, and then still have two sections but just leave it high. I think I am going to split it and go side to side. So we're basically looking, just perfect sizes, man. 35 and I believe it's 24. It can't get better than that. Even if I split it in half, we're still looking at, let me get this right, we're still looking at 26 high. So that'd be perfect for a couple of breeding boxes. And again, like I said, I don't condone garbage picking because you can get in trouble real fast with that, but there's no way I was going to leave this. I'm going to go ahead and assemble it. I want to put a couple pairs in the garage. Excuse my garage is sort of a mess right now. All my winter stuff, all the summer stuff, the kids' go-karts, everything's kind of piled into one. But I did make some space in this corner here to set the cages up and get a couple pairs going in the garage. It's just some late birds that I got from a fancier here, and I don't have the space in my current loft, and I want to try a few birds that are giving me a hard time with blank eggs. So nonetheless, I'll take you guys on the next one to show you what I mean by splitting it in half and going from there. But always keep an eye out. You never know. You know how our pigeon minds think. Anything and everything will be for the pigeons. All right, guys, before you laugh out loud a little too hard, I just want to remind you this cost me absolutely nothing to make. Like I said, the cage I found on the side of the road, the cardboard I had in the garage, the door that it's on was in my garage from a remodel project we had. It's on a couple buckets. That's what's balancing everything out. Yes, I could have gone out and bought wood and cut it to size and made some sawhorses and all that, but you know what? This is temporary. This is something that's going to last a couple months, and I'm going to take down and hopefully have it for next year if I need it. So, it could not have worked out better, honestly. It's even got these little landing boards. That's what I'm going to call them from now on each side. I'm going to put an S-bowl underneath. I put just a quick piece of particle board on top to keep them, because this side no longer has a top. So just to keep the birds in there. I am going to run some construction paper on the floor and then put some wood shavings there, and that's all she wrote. I did put the cardboard all the way around because I know how much of a mess they can make. I've had birds in the garage before, and I know that they literally get right to the edge and shit right out the freaking cage end there, and it ends up everywhere. So I wanted to put some cardboard all the way around, just to try to contain some of that. I don't mind if it falls in front here because I can go ahead and clean that up relatively easily, but for the most part I wanted to keep the back and the sides fairly clean. I did put the boards on both sides. I want to be able for the cocks to look at each other, give them something to do. They can't reach each other to hurt themselves, but it just gives them something to do, because it does get boring just being in a cage, not being able to see outside, not having access to an aviary. So this way it gives them something to do, something to look at, something to fight over, because it keeps them stimulated. Like I said, I'm going to put some construction paper down and put some wood shavings down, and then I'm bringing a couple birds in, a couple pairs that I want to breed this year, and go from there. But I couldn't be happier with it. For free and all of an hour of my time, I could not be happier with it. Like I said, I don't condone garbage picking, but when something like this comes around, us pigeon guys, we always trying to find an extra square inch for another bird or two. And this worked out beautifully. Like I said, I didn't spend a dime, not a single dime. And here we are. I got a nice little cage set up in the garage, perfect size for a couple pair, and right next to the breeding pair that I have going on. And I'll explain to you guys exactly what's going on there, maybe in another video. But that's all she wrote, guys. We'll see you on the next one.